The government calls James Barnett. I believe he's up. He is also incarcerated.
Do we have him nearby?
Good afternoon, Mr. Barnett. If you could remain standing and raise your right hand, state and spell your name.
My last name?
Both.
James Barnett. JamesBarnett.
Thank you, Mr. Barnett.
I don't think he's on your list.
He's not, Your Honor. I apologize for that. We need to update it.
I take it defense counsel is not surprised by this?
No. Counsel has been provided the $3,500.
I just want to make sure. So I'm adding this onto your list that you gave me.
Sorry about that, Judge.
Go ahead.
Mr. Barnett, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you tell us how old you are?
53.
I'm going to ask you to move the microphone a little bit towards you. Mr. Barnett, are you currently in jail?
Yes.
And what are you in jail for?
Possession of stolen property.
And have you been sentenced?
Yes.
So what were you sentenced to?
Attempted possession of stolen property and possession of a forged instrument.
Was that here in New York State?
Yes.
And have you been sentenced in that crime?
Yes.
So what was your sentence?
1 1/3 to 4.
And you're currently serving that 1 1/3 to 4?
Yes.
Is that your first felony conviction?
No.
Have you had others?
Yes.
What other felony convictions?
Burglary charges.
Sorry?
Burglary charges.
And is that it?
Yes.
Now, have you also been convicted for misdemeanors as well?
Yes.
What types of crimes?
Possession of a controlled substance, petty larceny.
Now, Mr. Barnett, back in the 1990s, where were you living?
On Clifton between Bedford and Nostrand.
I think you might want to either move in or move it a little bit closer to you. I'm sorry. Better? I think.
Yeah.
Is that the Bedford-Stuyvesant neighborhood of Brooklyn?
Yes.
Are you familiar with Lafayette Gardens?
Yes.
How close is that to where you were living?
I would say 2 blocks.
And what time period did you live in that neighborhood?
In that neighborhood from the 80s to the 2000s.
Did you have a drug problem back then?
Yes.
What type of drugs were you using?
Crack and heroin.
And at that point, as far as crack, did you purchase drugs in the neighborhood?
Yes.
So where did you purchase?
All over the neighborhood. From Lafayette Gardens, from Bedford and DeKalb, from Bedford Avenue, Bedford and Green.
And were you familiar with kind of different groups that you purchased from?
Yes.
So were you familiar with the group Cash Money Brothers?
Yes.
And why was that?
Well, people in the neighborhood talk. That's one of the things. We ask too. Gossip about it.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Move to strike.
Yes. Disregard the answer. Go ahead.
You said you bought crack out of Lafayette Gardens, is that correct?
Yes.
I'm going to show you Government Exhibit 101. This has been entered into evidence.
This is in evidence already, I think, right?
Yes, it is.
Are you familiar with this, what this depicts, Mr. Barnett?
Yeah. Lafayette Gardens.
Can you tell us or show us, was this a particular building that you bought out of?
Yeah. 433.
Can you touch the screen?
Oh. Right here.
It will show up. That's 433 that you just marked there?
Yes.
And can you tell us how it worked when you would buy crack from there?
Well, usually I'd go in the front of the building and I cop in the hallway, and then I go out the back.
So there are 2 different entrances and exits?
Yes.
So when you say you'd cop, does that mean purchase?
Yes.
Then where would you enter into?
Through the front, which is right here.
And where would you exit out of?
Out the back, which is right here.
And what would you be purchasing at that time?
Crack.
And do you remember what quantity you would buy?
Well, trays, nickels, which is $3 or $5 capsules.
What's a tray?
$3 capsules.
And when you say a capsule, can you show us the size of what you would buy? Is that about an inch?
Yeah.
Mr. Barnett, I'm directing your attention to July 29th of 1998. Were you living at Clifton and Nostrand at that time?
Yes.
Could you tell us what you observed around midnight? First of all, where were you?
I was on Clifton and Bedford.
Could you tell the jury what you saw around that time?
I think I was going to cop at that time. I seen a guy and a girl. You know, the girl was begging the guy not to hit her, and she called out his name. You know, he kicked her. And I overheard him saying, "Don't be sell your shit around my, you know, place."
Now, you said, let me just start with, I'm going to show you Government Exhibit 102. Can you tell the jury when you observed this? You said a man and a female, is that right? Where were you?
I was right on this block right here.
That's the corner of Clifton and Bedford, is that right?
Yeah.
At the time you saw the man and the woman, about how far away from them were you?
I would say a little more further than the distance of this courtroom. You know, to that wall.
And were you able to hear what was being said?
Yeah, because he was speaking loud.
And can you tell us what you heard the female say? You said you heard a name?
Yes. She said, "World, please don't hurt me. I'm sorry."
And what was the response?
The response? He kicking her and then let off a shot.
Did you hear the person say anything at that time?
The girl.
The male.
Well, I did hear him say, "Don't be selling your shit around my way."
And at that point you said, could you hear those voices?
Yeah, they were talking loud.
And at the time can you describe how they were standing next to each other? The man and the woman.
Well, she was on the ground and he was standing above her.
Did you see him make contact with her?
Yeah,
And how was that?
he was kicking her.
Now at that point you said a shot was fired?
Yes,
Could you describe to the jury what you saw?
when he was kicking her and yelling about her selling drugs in his spot and, you know, after kicking her and she's begging him, you know, don't hurt her. You know, I guess to add emphasis to his message, he let off a shot.
And what happened after he let off a shot?
He left.
Which way did he go?
He went back towards the projects, which would be this way.
And was he on foot or was he...
He was on a bike.
And at that time, what did you see next?
Next thing I see him coming back around the corner from the same way.
So it looks like you just showed us there that he headed towards Franklin Avenue, is that correct?
Yeah,
And at that point, are you still at the corner of Clifton and Bedford?
yeah. I'm like in the middle of the block.
The middle of the block. Then you said he came back towards you, is that correct?
Yeah.
What did you see next?
Well, he got off the bike and he turned around shooting behind him. So he was shooting at somebody like he was running from somebody and shooting, you know.
Did you see who he was shooting at that time?
Not exactly. I was more thinking about getting out of the way.
And then at that point, where were you in terms of where you saw this shooting happen?
In the middle of the block on Clifton, placed between Bedford and Franklin.
And at that point, first of all, did you recognize the person who was shooting?
Not exactly. But, you know, I heard the girl say his name.
Which was...
World.
And did you know who World was before this?
Yeah.
How did you know?
Objection, Your Honor.
No, if you can tell us if you knew who World was before, your answer is yes, right?
Yeah.
So what's the objection then?
The source of information is undoubtedly hearsay.
We don't know that. How do you know World? Did you just know of your own personal knowledge?
I've seen him around the block. Like, when I go cop, seen him. I know him in passing. And I know who he is because in that neighborhood, you better know who you're dealing with.
It's all right. You know who he is. You've seen him in the past. That's the answer. Next question.
Now, I think, Mr. Barnett, you had mentioned that you were attempting to cop that night or had just come from copping. Is that what you said?
Yeah. One way or the other.
Is that from purchasing crack cocaine at that time?
Yeah.
Do you believe at the time you observed what you saw, were you high at that time?
More than likely. Yeah.
Do you believe that affected your ability to see what you saw on July 29th, 1998?
No.
Does it affect your memory at all as far as what you saw?
No. Crack makes you paranoid, so you pay more attention to things when you're high on crack.
And is there any doubt that on that day, July 29th, 1998, you saw a world shooting on Clifton Avenue?
I'm going to object.
Wait, 1 second. What was the question that you objected to? What was the question?
It's a leading question, Your Honor. Is there any doubt that...
Sorry, I was talking to Mr. Anelli. Don't say that. Objection sustained. Disregard. I don't think he answered it, but disregard it. These are examples where there are objections being made. Remember, I told you that you're likely to hear this. So as the case moves on from day to day, you'll likely to hear more objections, which is not surprising, and the lawyers should do that if they feel that there's an improper question. So if the answer comes out before I can rule on it, then you have to disregard the answer. Not easy to do, but that's what you have to do, because you've heard it. We'll see how it goes. Once again, if you hear objection, sometimes I have to flush it out whether to say sustained or overruled. And here it doesn't sound as if that question was a proper question, so let's ask another question.
Okay, Mr. Barnett, so when you said, I just want to get back to the second time, how many times in total did you see this person shoot?
Well, once, in front of the girl. And the other time when he was running from police, I guess.
And you didn't see who he was running from, is that correct?
Not exactly.
And that second time, where was he running towards?
He was running towards me coming from Franklin, running towards Bedford.
And did you see where ultimately he ran off to?
Not exactly. I mean, my memory, that was so long ago.
A long time ago. The best that you can recall. If you can't, you say, I don't remember. If you can recall, give us your best sense of it.
Okay. Well, I don't remember exactly where he ran to.
Do you have any knowledge at all about the area or anything like that? You said exactly, but do you know anything else about what you saw?
I saw him running.
That's all you remember. Okay, next question.
Your Honor, I'm just wrapping up 1 second, so I just want to be clear on what the streets are that we're talking about. This is Bedford Avenue, correct?
Uh-huh.
And this is near where you were standing, is that right?
Yes.
Initially, when you first saw who you said was World and the female, were they in the middle of the street or were they on the sidewalk?
They were on the sidewalk.
And that is on Clifton Place?
Yes.
And you said he first walked towards, at some point he did a reverse and that was towards Franklin and then coming back towards you?
Yes.
And he was on a bike at that time, correct?
Right.
Ultimately, did you move from around the area of Bedford and Clifton?
Did I move?
I mean, did you walk, which way did you walk after that?
Well, at that time, at the moment I was just getting out of the way because there was shooting going on.
In the direction of where you live, where is that in relation to Bedford?
Well, I live on this block here, right here. This is my block. This is where that incident happened.
Where is Lafayette Gardens?
Right here.
I have nothing further. Thank you.
Mr. Runke, do you want to inquire?
Just from here, Your Honor. The prosecutor, sir, asked you some questions about your criminal record. I just want to verify, is it true that you have 3 felony convictions and 20 misdemeanor convictions? Does that sound about right?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Thank you. Nothing further.
Anything further?
Just one thing. Mr. Barnett, did you have any agreement with the government as far as your testimony today?
Just to send me back upstate.
All right. You're doing 1 to 4. That's state time, right?
1 1/3 to 4.
The jury may not know what that means when you say 1 1/3 to 4.
Well, that's 16 months to 4 years.
Do you know who is going to decide whether it's going to be 16 months or 4 years?
Well, actually, they already decided because I went to the parole board, and they hit me with 2 years. So I have to CR, which means I have to do the majority of my time.
How long have you been in?
Since 2013, April.
So you're going to be getting out soon?
Yeah, December.
All right. So we just want to explain to you, this is state prison. So in state prisons, the sentence is an indeterminate period of time. It's like 1 to 4, 1 to 3, and then it's up to the parole board to actually fix the amount of time that somebody doing state time is going to be in prison. So I just wanted to clarify that for you. It's different in the federal court. The federal court, you're sentenced, and then you get 15% off for good behavior if you are well behaved. Otherwise, you do the whole time. So you may be confused about that since you heard it's 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. We just wanted to clarify that. Okay, you can step down. Thank you very much.